All right, we here. Urban artificial intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. Got a little bit of new graphics, man, for the channel. I'm still working on the look, you know what I'm saying? But just to spice it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just to have a little bit more going on for the viewers, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, just a little bit of eye candy, you know what I'm saying, for the viewers. Something a little bit different, had to switch it up. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this specific one, but um I'm definitely gonna experiment with a couple different looks, man. So um yeah, this is just the first one that I'm trying out. So I don't know how long this is gonna stay, but anyway, man, we here. I know everybody sees the title. Um Diddy, man, this is not going to be a episode about piling on the Diddy, going in on Diddy, talking about what's going on with him. We know it's a lot going on with him. It was recently in the news um about a new investigation or ongoing investigation. Why was that necessary to know? What happened with the first one? Can somebody tell me what happened with the first one? What happened with the initial investigation? What's going on? What's going on? I want to know. I want to know. Um, I don't understand how. I don't understand how the feds can raid you. Now they raided him in March, right? Feds raid in March, confiscated things, electronics, seemingly tons of evidence. Nothing happens. I'm sure most people thought within the coming days, within the coming days, probably not even a week, this man would be arrested. Nothing happened. Okay, we waiting. Nothing happened. A couple of months later, a video is released. All right, the video of him assaulting Cassie. A lot of people, myself included, I thought that would. Now I know the statute of limitations was over on that, right? But I did think that would be part of some type of bigger indictment. That would be a part of some type of bigger presentation to present to a courtroom in a nearby arrest. That's what I thought the point of that was. I'm guessing that I was wrong. It looks like I was wrong because this man is still not arrested. This man is still free. Now, again, this is not about Diddy being free, or it is, but I'm not shocked at the fact that Diddy's free. This show is not about me protesting the fact that Diddy's free. This show is about me questioning the federal government. All right. I believe that the federal government is hiding something. All right. They have to be. They're hiding something from the public. Now, I get it. When someone gets arrested, when someone gets indicted, it's really not up for the police to explain to the public what's going on and what's the details. That's not their job. I understand that their job is to get justice. Their job is to apprehend the person who they feel broke the law. Cool. Cool. But when you release the tapes like they did, and listen, y'all, the police released that. The Cassie Ventura tapes, the police released that, y'all. That was nobody else. I was hearing people saying it was lawyers, it was people on Cassie's side. Why would Cassie want that release? Or let me not say how would that benefit that being released? How would that benefit Cassie? She had already got her bread. And not to say that, that's all she wanted or it was a money grab for her, because I don't believe that. He clearly was beating her ass. And that was only the tip of the iceberg. Because he did that in a public place with multiple cameras. So we know he was beating her ass, in his own home. All right, so that's that. The police released that video to hurt Diddy, to cripple him even more. So essentially, what the police were doing was using the public, me and you, bloggers like myself, people who aren't bloggers, just the general public as a whole, they were using us to make Diddy look bad. Okay, cool. Nothing new there. That's one of the games that the police play. But when you do that, at that point, by releasing that tape, you're bringing the public into the situation, okay? If someone gets arrested, right? CNN, Fox, TMZ, Washington Post, Atlanta Journal, whoever are going to report on it so we can consume it. That's normal. But for the government, the entity that actually conducted the raids, to release this information to the public, now y'all are saying the government, that is, the police, the FBI, Homeland Security, let me say Homeland Security, all of the U.S. officials who was involved in that raid, at that point, they're saying, we want to involve the general public into this case, which is rare. Usually things like this, the government wouldn't, or to my knowledge, maybe I'm just naive, but to my knowledge, it's the press who pushes these things out to the people. It's the press who involve the general public in cases. It's usually not the police themselves or Homeland Security or the FBI or the ATF or whoever conducted that raid. That raises another question. Why? Why make this public information? Now that you've made it public information, the people are expecting an arrest. I'm not saying whether he should or shouldn't be arrested. I'm not pushing for his arrest. I'm telling y'all what people expect. Because this is a strategic thinking media platform, So again, no arrest. Y'all put the video out there to try to make him look bad. I'm pretty sure that was to cripple him financially and get businesses, entities, and powerful individuals to cut ties with him, which that worked. They did. Still no arrest. So let's do this. The latest Diddy investigation. Okay, 9 hours ago, Yahoo. Let me find something else besides Yahoo. Okay, a criminal investigation from NBC News.
NBC News has learned that Sean Diddy Combs is now officially the subject of a federal criminal investigation, according to two sources. And those.
Hey, ain't that been the case? Hasn't that been the case? Why are y'all repeating the same news over and over again? Is the word criminal like who didn't think it was a criminal investigation before? I get it. It was only civil suits. But I feel like the feds are playing word games now. They're either one or two things. You know what? Let's finish this. Let's finish this.
Is now officially the subject of a federal criminal investigation, according to two sources. And those same sources say that a federal grand jury is hearing evidence related to that investigation. This could lead to an indictment for Diddy, but right now there are no indications that charges are imminent. Neither the U.S. Attorney's Office or Combs' attorneys have responded to requests for comment. This news comes after separate raids on houses on Combs' properties that he owns in both Los Angeles and Miami back in March.
Okay, so y'all, to me, it sounds like they're buying time. The feds are buying time. They're keeping his name in the news because that was a pointless report, y'all. If you didn't notice, that was pointless. There was no new information. They're saying the same thing that they've been saying for months. Okay, let's go to Copilot real quick and just ask a couple of questions. Nothing crazy. Okay, let's ask this. Hold on, not this. I asked, why has Diddy not been arrested? Let's see what Copilot says.
Homes belonging to Sean Diddy Combs were raided by federal investigators over a month ago, but the hip-hop mogul has not been charged. The investigation is ongoing, and former federal prosecutors suggest that building a case takes time. Investigators collected evidence during the raids, including electronic devices and phones. They are likely interviewing people, including potential victims and members of Diddy's entourage. The probe may involve witness intimidation, sexual assault, and firearms violations. Additionally, the LA County District Attorney cited the statute of limitations as a reason for not pressing criminal charges against Diddy in a separate case involving a 2016 surveillance video. So, while there's speculation, no charges have been filed yet.
Okay, so again, a bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. The federal government is hiding something here. They're doing things behind the scenes, probably illegal shit. They're probably doing illegal things behind the scene to either they're doing one or two things. They're doing one or two things. One of two things. They're either A, they don't have enough evidence against him, so they're doing illegal shit to get evidence. And I can't say the specifics because I don't know for sure, but the optics to me, this is what it looks like. They're either doing illegal shit to try to get evidence, or the tapes and the evidence that they found implicate other people that they don't want in jail. Why else would it take this long? Number one, they're either doing illegal shit to make sure Diddy is, officially indicted and able to be arrested, or some of the evidence that they found is linked to other people, and they're trying to figure out a way to arrest Diddy without having to arrest other people who are doing some freaky shit or just illegal things. Which one of those? I don't know. I don't even know if that's the case. That's what I think. Because nothing else makes sense at this point. Again, the information about an ongoing investigation in New York, that was not news. Criminal investigation in New York, that was not news. Even if it was something different, why say it? Why come out with that statement? To me, it seems like they don't have enough evidence, or they're trying to clean up someone else's mess and they're trying to buy time. They don't want his name to fall out of the news. They want to keep him in the news, looking like a criminal, looking like an evil man, looking like a bad guy. What else makes sense? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Let's continue a little bit with Copilot, all right? What was the recent investigation undergoing against Diddy?
Sean Diddy Combs is currently the subject of a federal criminal investigation in New York. Federal authorities in the Southern District of New York have notified his legal team about this ongoing investigation. A federal grand jury is hearing evidence, but as of now, there is no indication that charges are imminent. The investigation comes after Diddy's houses were raided in both Los Angeles and Miami by law enforcement officials a few months ago. In May, he publicly apologized after a video showed him assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Despite these legal troubles, no charges have been filed against him yet.
Despite these legal troubles, no charges have been filed against him yet. What legal troubles then? If he's not arrested? Despite these allegations, no charges have been filed against him yet. And look, I don't know if Diddy is innocent or not. That's not what this video is about. This video isn't really even about Diddy. This is about the government. This is about the federal government. This is about the tricks that the police play, the games that the police play. This is a game for them. They don't care about these victims. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they have an agenda. Are there victims? It could be. It could be. I'm not one of the people who feels like Cassie isn't a victim. She's definitely a victim. A lot of people are talking about, well, she stayed. Well, she stayed. If I was Cassie, A, B, C, or D. If Cassie was my sister, A, B, C, or D. Listen, man. How many of us can say we know somebody who's in a relationship with a billionaire or have been in a relationship with a billionaire? Probably about 2% of the people in the whole world know somebody who's been in a relationship with a billionaire or was in a relationship with a billionaire. Less than 1%, probably. I don't know the math, but it's 1 or 2%, I'm sure, somewhere in that range. The way that you would break up or end a relationship with an average person is different from how you would break up or end a relationship with someone who's a billionaire. It's probably harder to leave a billionaire. Somebody who has unlimited resources, you can't just do what you want to do once you get attached to them. All of the people who are speaking on what they would do, I mean, you probably dated Jeff that works at Ace Tools. Yeah, you can leave Jeff from Ace Tools easily. If Derek, who works at the call center, punch you, you got a lot of options. If Mike, who works at Taco Bell, stomp you on the head, you got a lot. You can do a bunch of different stuff. You can call your dad. You can call your brother. You can call the police. You can tell your friends. You can whatever. But when you're dating somebody that powerful, somebody who, you know, a regular person doesn't have the time and resources to follow you everywhere you go or have somebody follow you everywhere you go. When you dating somebody like that, people could be following you at all times. If you're in a relationship, man or female, if I'm dating a woman, if I was dating Oprah and Oprah punched me in my shit and was just beating my ass and I said, Oprah, I'm finna leave you, bitch. It's over. Do y'all think I would just wake up and just be able to leave? Probably not. It probably wouldn't be that easy because she has the power to have people watch me around the clock. She has the power, the money, the influence to get information on me anytime and find my whereabouts at any time. She can hire the best private investigators. She can hire the best lawyers. She can hire the best security. So I do believe Cassie was a victim. However, the point of the video is to shine a light on the judicial system, the law enforcement organizations, because what they're doing seems weird. It seems weird and it doesn't make sense. How is nobody in jail? Didn't they say something about his son doing some bullshit? His son's not in jail. Nobody's in jail. And I hate the way that sounds. Like I want them to be in jail because I don't want anybody to be in jail. Not a fun place. I don't want nobody to be in jail. The point that I'm making is the Homeland Security is on some funny, goofy bullshit. They're doing things to address their agenda right now as we speak because Diddy is still free. Now, is Diddy an informant or a rat? Possibly. We'll get to that in a minute. But I want to ask Copilot this. How long does it usually take to get an arrest warrant after a raid? Again, let me say that again. Copilot, How long does it usually take to get an arrest warrant after a raid? Let's see what Copilot says.
The process of obtaining an arrest warrant can vary, but here are some general guidelines. Arrest warrant. Typically, an arrest warrant is issued by a judge or magistrate after law enforcement presents evidence showing probable cause that a crime has been committed. This process usually takes several hours. However, urgent situations can expedite the process, and it might take as little as a few moments.
Stop. Did y'all hear that? Let me read it again. The process of obtaining an arrest warrant can vary, but here are some general guidelines. Arrest warrant. Typically, an arrest warrant is issued by a judge or magistrate after law enforcement presents evidence showing probable cause that a crime has been committed. So, y'all don't got no evidence that the crime has been committed? All that stuff y'all got from his house? This process usually takes several hours. This process usually takes several hours. This process usually takes several hours. However, urgent situations can expedite the process, and it might take as little as a few moments. Diddy house was raided at the end of March. It's the beginning of July. That's more than several hours. That's longer than a few moments.
Execution of warrant. Once an arrest warrant is issued, law enforcement must execute it. They have up to 10 days to do so after the warrant is issued. The actual arrest can happen when the police come across the suspect randomly, e.g., during a traffic stop, or if the individual turns themselves in. Prompt review. If someone is arrested without a warrant, a judge must promptly review whether probable cause existed for the arrest, usually within 24 to 48 hours. Remember that specific cases may deviate from these general timelines, so it's essential to consult legal professionals for accurate advice.
Okay, goddamn. I didn't even know you could get arrested without a warrant. Prompt review. If someone is arrested without a warrant, a judge must promptly review whether probable cause exists for the arrest. So you can get arrested without a warrant? That's fucking crazy. Hell no. Nah. But the point of that was to show these things are usually quick. It's usually a set of benchmarks that happen. It's usually a sequence of events, all right? A raid, a warrant, an executional warrant. Okay, that's the arrest. So you get an arrest warrant and an execution of a warrant. Before the arrest warrant, before the execution of a warrant, law enforcement presents evidence showing probable cause that a crime has been committed. So that's all they need. They don't need a lot. They don't need a lot. If they have a search warrant, all the police need is proof, is probable cause that a crime has been committed. So throughout searching Diddy's whole house, all his shit, y'all haven't found no crimes. Y'all haven't found anything that gives you probable cause that a crime has been committed. And they're saying that they're doing what? They're talking to witnesses. They're getting more evidence. Who? What witnesses are you talking to that is stopping you from making an arrest? That's important for us to know. I mean, I'm not going to say it's important for us to know, but when you put information out like that, the video, the Cassie video, and these headlines. These headlines of a criminal investigation is underway. That's the police doing that, y'all. They're initiating these things. They know the press is going to run with them. They're initiating these storylines. So you're telling us that this person is just this evil person. He's this criminal. He's doing all this stuff that y'all are, that it's worthy of an investigation, but y'all are investigating it and not finding shit. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Something illegal is going on here. Now, this is not going to be a super long live because I probably got to go live later about some other things that are a little bit more dense. But the only other option that I can foresee is Diddy was an informant and the relationship is either going bad or good. So he's either telling, or like I said before, there are other people in the mix. Now, who are some of the people that said that Diddy? Okay, is this all we got here? Okay, yes, this is all we got here. Okay, who are some of the other people that was saying Diddy was cooperating? Suge Knight definitely said it. Let's take a listen here to what Suge Knight said.
For the most part of it, everybody talking about Puffy. For the most part of it is this. At least he had a good one. He had a great one. There's a lot of things that people been knowing. Every person gets judged differently. Shouldn't be a gray area when it comes to doing something right, doing something positive, or being about the community. That's been said. Actually, Puffy been an FBI informant forever. That's what he would say. That's why it's different when it comes to him. Regardless who get hurt, all of a sudden people saying, Puffy, Puffy, Puffy. I think they shouldn't all blame everything on Puffy. Executives in the industry knew about it. Everybody in his crew knew about it. Agency Date knew about it. Everybody knew about it. So don't push away from it now. Like I said before, there was a girl, was an assistant, when I said he beat the shit out of the bitch. How I described how he kicked her, how she said all this stuff happened. And Friday Guard and Jimmy Iovine came and talked to her and said she got to take this money and settle. And Interscope gave her the check. So that's supporting criminal activities from Interscope and Jimmy that he was doing.
Okay, let me
stop. Very Puffy.
Let me stop it right there, all right? That's an example of what I'm talking about. Did y'all hear what he said? He said Puffy beat the shit out of one of his female assistants. The girl Capricorn, whatever her last name was. He beat the shit out of her. He punched her. He kicked her. But the label, Jimmy Iovine, the head of the label, I don't know if that's Interscope or what. I don't know. He's worked with so many labels. They both have worked with multiple labels, but wherever they were at the time, Jimmy Iovine paid the girl off. so she wouldn't go public about what Puffy did to her. And Suge goes on to say that's accessory to criminal activity. He's 100% right. He's 100% right. So if that was the case, there are probably evidence of other things like this, other instances like this of Puff doing things wrong, illegal, things that probably nobody really cared about 15, 20 years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but they're a big deal now. People like Jimmy Iovine were part of it as well. People like Jimmy Iovine, who are powerful, it would ruin his career. It would ruin a lot of other people's situation. It would at least fuck it up. So the feds, in my opinion, have ran into instances like this. They've ran into situations like this where they see that Puffy was doing some bullshit that they could arrest him for. Not specifically that. I don't know when that was. I don't know the statute of limitations. I'm giving an example. Other things, that could be more serious. I mean, that beating your assistant ass is serious, but what I'm saying is things that don't have a statute of limitations possibly, or they're within the statute of limitations. The police found evidence of these things, but they're tied. The crimes are tied to other people, more powerful people. So they can't bring those to court. They can't bring those in front of a jury because they have to go get the other person that was involved. And depending on how powerful that person is, he might have friends in Homeland Security. He might have friends in the FBI. He might have friends in the federal government. He might have friends in the ATF. That's bullshit, though.
Not bring harm or charges against anyone else. And one of the main reasons because he was doing this to a lot of black
that again. I think you just basically said what I was saying.
Jimmy, that he was doing. But now they want to bury Puffy and not bring harm or charges against anyone else.
That's exactly what I said. They want to bury Puffy, but not bring harm or charges to anyone else. That is what, and I haven't watched this before. I liked it because I knew I wanted him to get to the part about the snitch part, but I didn't hear this. That's what I believe as well. They're trying to sift through the crimes and find something that just he was doing by himself.
And one of the main reasons because he was doing this to a lot of black women, or mixed women, or different races. So they don't think our people is valuable. They think our people is worthless. That's the real reason, which is not. Everybody should be treated the same.
Okay, we've heard that from Suge. We've also heard it from Kanye West multiple times. Remember this this text that in October 2022, I think this was TMZ. Puffy and Kanye West texting back and forth. All right, Kanye West put it out there. He put this on Instagram or something. This is what Kanye West was saying to Diddy. I didn't like our convo. I'm selling these teas. Nobody gets in between me and my money. This is my grandfather texting you now. Never call me with no bullshit like that again unless you're ready to green light me. Because anybody who got on that tee is me. I think this was the Donald Trump teas or something. I know it had to do with like race. I don't know if it was like slavery was a choice tea or Make America Great tea, something like that, something around that realm. Because anybody who got on that tee is me. Out of respect for everything you've meant to me, I'll be quiet as Virgil. But now, RIP Virgil, man. Why the fuck you talking about Virgil, bro? You've hated on Virgil enough, Kanye. But now I know how I've hurt people I love with threats. Come do something illegal to me now, please. Okay. Puffy responded back. As soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. Kanye replied, nigga, fuck you. You fed. Okay, and this was in 2022. Why would Kanye say that? Diddy's relationship with the Fed. Look, this is kind of like when you're breaking up with somebody. This is his situation with the police right now. It's like they're in limbo. It's like they were close at one point, and this is seemingly, I don't know if this is true. I don't want to put the rat jacket on anybody. I don't want to put that jacket on nobody if it's not true. Okay? But what I'm saying is the way that they're moving, they're not really treating Puffy like a regular criminal. That's what I'm saying. They're not treating this man like a regular criminal. They're treating this man like they've done business before. All right, now let's see what Kanye said on Drink Champs. We remember this, right?
Kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child. None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address. Right. But as far as Meek Mills, right, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about
coattail
me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
Kidnap my daughter in public.
All right, first of all, Kanye, I just want to say this. Kanye, it's nobody's job to get in between you and your baby mother or wife's beef. All right, that's something you got to fix. Every man who's been at odds with their child's mother knows that it's nobody else's job to do that. So why are you mad at rappers for not helping you handle your business as a father? It's really not anybody's job to do that. But the reason that I played that clip was he seems very adamant about this. He's brought this up multiple times. He's tweeted about this multiple times, calling Puffy a fed. Now, he might have been talking about Meek Mill too. Let's play that again, actually.
Public. And I didn't have the address of my child. None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address. Right. But as far as Meek Mills, right, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
Kidnap.
Okay, so he was talking about both of them. If you ask me, he was talking about both of them. Listen, man, I'm going to end this here, but I want to say this.
About Puffy.
I want to say this. I'll have more content on the way about this. This is something just real quick that I wanted to point out and just say how I felt about this situation, how weird this is, how unorthodox this is. Something is going on here. For him to not be arrested, again, I hate the way that sounds. That sounds like I want him to get arrested. I don't. But for a raid to happen and for the police, the federal government, Homeland Security to collect devices and evidence, we've seen the pictures of the house. They ramshacked the house. For them to do that and nothing come of it, I don't know, man. The Homeland Security is on some bullshit. Homeland Security is hiding something. The feds are hiding something. They raided him too quickly. They raided him expecting to find something that either they didn't find it or, like Suge said, and I agree with, they're sifting through the evidence and they're trying to bang him up without implicating anybody else. And that is fucked up. As the American people, we deserve better than that. This is our federal government. This is Homeland Security doing this. This is fucked up. The American people deserve better. I would advise everybody to keep an eye on this case, not to talk about Diddy, y'all. Diddy's one man, okay? He's one man who's made mistakes in the past or whatever you want to say. If he goes to jail, he deserves to go to jail. He's beating bitches up, he's drugging women, raping bitches. Cool. He should get what's due to him for that. But let's not let that distract us from what the government is doing. They're doing some bullshit. Let's keep the focus on them as well. Again, Diddy is one man. Diddy's an entertainer. He's a rapper. Homeland Security is way more powerful than Diddy. I'm more worried about the corruption in the government than the corruption at Bad Boy Records. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's the point of this video. I'm much more concerned about the corruption in the government than the corruption at Bad Boy Records, man. Diddy is a rapper and he dances around. He's an entertainer. Not to say he's not an important person, because he's an important person. He's super rich. He's a powerful man. All that good stuff. However, this investigation is a reflection of the federal government and how they pick and choose. And they work with criminals. And they protect criminals, which is what I think they're doing. But I want y'all to let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think is going to happen next with this? Again, 50 minutes, not super long. I just wanted to address this because it's something that when I seen the news of it's like breaking news, Puff Daddy's under criminal investigation. I'm like, really? We've known that already. Is there any new information? No, there's no arrest made yet, but he's under federal investigation and the South District of New York is Fuck the South District of New York. Why? What's going on? What's the real issues here? What's the real things that are happening? But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Thinking Media Platform. I'm going to see y'all on the next one.